Hebrews chapter 12 verse 2 says that Jesus, for the joy that was set before him, endured the cross and despised the shame. He counted the cost, but he also calculated the reward. And he decided that the reward was greater than the cost. The reward was worth the cost. Giving thanks for difficulty avoided is not even close to the same as being thankful for the price that was paid. Not even close. Believe me, I'm glad that I don't have to slaughter animals to cover my sin or yours. I am really glad. I am queasy and I don't like animals. So this is like, I'm not a Levite. I'm not of the tribe of Aaron. I couldn't have been a priest anyway, but I wouldn't be able to be in any sort of ministry if the law was still in full effect. So I am grateful for that part of it, but I'm blown away by the fact that Jesus loved us enough to both make and be the sacrifice for my sins. He didn't just come and become the priest. He came as the priest and then made himself the sacrifice. And he didn't just do it for us. He became it for our sake. He is the priest making the offering, and he is the offering being made. 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 15 says that Jesus died and was raised for our sake. And then, just in case we don't understand, Paul makes it even more clear in verse 21 where he says, for our sake, he, meaning God, made him, meaning Jesus, to be sin, who knew no sin, so that in him we might become the righteousness of God. Sit in those three words for just a moment. For our sake. For our sake. What is man that he is mindful of us? For our sake. The giving of Jesus, not only in death, but in the flesh, was for our sake. It was God loving us and seeing us and wanting us. It's often said that everything God does is for his glory, and I will never argue that, but I'm going to say this. I don't think we understand what that means when we say it. Because the scriptures say regularly that God is jealous, but know this, he is not selfish. So that means that God desires us for our sake, and he pursues us for our sake, and he sent Jesus to die and resurrect for our sake. He turned his enemies into his children for our sake, and in all of it, he is glorified. But don't miss God's heart. He's not doing it to be praised. He's doing it because he's praiseworthy. He's not chasing glory. He's glorious. He is the most glorified when his heart for us is revealed. It was all for our sake. The good, the bad, the ugly, what we wanted, what we didn't want, what we understand, and what we may never understand. It's all for our sake.